Hey guys, welcome. How are you? I am popping in today. Just kind of felt called to come in and give you an all zodiac. I'm going to go all around the zodiac here. There are no extended versions. I'm going to be checking in to see how do they feel about you. The person on your mind. How they feel about you right now. Maybe look at the foundation of why they're feeling the way they're feeling, any external influences, maybe what they desire or even expect from this connection, and the potential future. So that's what we're looking at today for each sign. So I'm going to move pretty quickly and might not do a whole lot of clarifying unless there's something that isn't coming through clearly for me. But I wanted to give this to you. It's been just under 3 weeks since I went on my little course creation project. It is not for the faint of heart. Thank you for those of you checking in on me. It's been pretty much a sleepless, digestive upset, skin breaking out kind of experience. I'm doing it myself, so if I had help, it would probably go twice as fast. But I'm close to like 70% ready. So I wanted to just come in today, make sure we can continue to connect. I'm pulling from Trust Your Vibes Oracle for the collective. Ooh, card 33, master number. Okay, we don't reduce it. Slow down. There's that lovely snail. I did a private reading, and that was kind of that person's message as well from their spirit guides. So we all need to kind of pull back on the reins a bit. It says take a breath and slow down. It's kind of why I came here today. I just needed to feel good energy. Relax and reduce any pressure you may be under or are putting on yourself. It may feel like you are in an emergency, but it's an illusion. The faster you go, the less time you have. Hello. While it may appear that decisions and actions must be undertaken immediately, it is better to slow down and allow more information to come to light before moving ahead. By taking things at a slower pace, you will become better informed and make better decisions all the way around. Have no fear. You have time and will miss nothing. You will, however, greatly benefit by slowing down. We're having a Trust Your Vibes moment. I came here to kind of interject my own little buffer, maybe my own way of slowing down what's been going on over here. And to just bring you some good energy, some messages. We do have, this is a power of positive thinking day because we have Mercury meeting Jupiter in a nice trine. So it can really trigger the law of attraction when you stay positive and you employ positive thinking. And we're in a Sagittarius moon, so there's generally very optimistic, positive energies swirling in the cosmos. So let me start with Aries. I'm hoping I get to timestamp this before it goes up on the channel. That's my goal. If it isn't timestamped at the moment you watch, it will be. It will be. Okay. Sometimes when I do that and I upload, that little play bar with the breaks in it for the chapters doesn't really load right away, so just want to let you know. And before I pull for you, Aries, I'm going to just go around the zodiac. Guys, so I'm about close to 70% of the way through my course creation, so it's happening. There's no turning back. But some things have been happening. Obviously we're in some very challenging times right now around the globe. Lots of people, this is worldwide, are having to kind of take deep breaths, watch their pennies, be a little bit more prudent and cautious. The jobs market here in the States is horrendous. So I made an executive decision that I'm hoping those of you that are really interested in it will be grateful for. I have disabled the All Access Pass membership. That was $33 over on Moments. I've disabled it, and I think there are only 4 people that were still kind of in the midst. So if you're one of those 4 that are like, where did it go? I moved it over to YouTube. So if you're looking at my channel page, next to the subscribe button, you should see a join button. You can join for all the extendeds that I do heretofore, okay? From today, well, I'm not doing them today, but the next time I do an extended going forward. So you don't get the history, but you get from today forward for $14.99. So for less than half of the cost of the All Access Pass, and for maybe $5 more than a one-time purchase, you can get all the extendeds. Anything I upload with an extended will be there. So I will also be doing lives for the membership, and I will also be maybe doing like hosting a chat or something if we just need to kind of have a Q&A, or if you're interested in what's going on, you know, in the cosmos, whatever. We'll let you all take a vote on what you want to talk about. Okay, so check it out. If that is in your budget, it's certainly a lot more in reach for more people and a lot more comfortable for those of you who were feeling the pinch. I heard you. I got your message. So I didn't just do it willy-nilly. I took the time to really hear the messages of people that, you know, this is a bit out of reach now. So, voila. Here we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How does this person feel about you? Okay, well, their current feelings, 9 of Wands, they're not giving up. They're not ready to throw in the towel. The foundation, 3 of Cups here. I feel that there's a sense of, well, when we're together, it's good, right? There's always something that feels positive and like I'm with my person. This is a good card, 3 of Cups, for some kind of joyful energies when you're together. It could also be that there may be third party here, Aries, for those of you that have that situation. It may be that the foundation of why they're not giving up is that there may be third party. External influences, 10 of Wands. There may be a lot of pressure on this person. They may be feeling that things have been really very burdensome. They are ready to kind of let the burden go. But if you notice, in the present energy, they're not willing to throw in the towel. This is someone who's persevering. But whatever's happening outside of your connection is maybe adding to the stress, strain, and burden for this person. What they desire or even expect is that the two of you can overcome this obstacle, whatever it is, or obstacles if there's more than one. So they're really counting on the connection itself to be stronger than whatever it is that's creating some sense of difficulty and challenge. And then the potential for the future, Page of Swords. The Page of Swords to me is coming through as a message of clarity, of truth, from some good, quick reasoning and logic. Pages are messengers, so I feel there will be a message coming through that helps make sense of things, helps the two of you connect the dots. Okay, so that's how I'm looking at it. Astrologically, we have some Leo energy here. We have 3 fire cards, so, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag energies. Okay. 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. So I do feel like this person sees you as being very independent, autonomous, self-sufficient. You might want them but not need them kind of thing. So, you know, the 9 of Pentacles usually represents a single person in the tarot. And so I feel like this person hasn't given up yet on the conquest, right? They really want to make you theirs. And I do want to see the 3 of Cups. Oh, Judgment. Okay. Yeah, there might be what's driving that emotion of that 9 of Wands is the potential for maybe reunion if you're in separation, but definitely second chances, forgiveness, judgment coming through, like if there is some kind of third party, or if there might be other people just sort of applying extra undue pressure on the connection. I feel that's at the basis of why they're pushing through, because they really think on the other side of it, you guys can reset, get a second chance. It may not be that anyone has done anything wrong, so to speak, but if there's pressure coming from an outside source being applied to this connection, like an ex or a family member, or friends that are kind of different and there's not a good blend, that's kind of what I'm picking up on. So I feel like that's the foundation, is they want that second opportunity, and they think the two of you can make something out of that. I'm getting the 10 of Wands pretty well, but let's just see. Oh yeah, King of Cups. Wow. Yeah, this person, I'm feeling that King of Cups as like their heart is so heavy because their love is very deep. And so the weight of all this outside interference or the external influences is really making them a little bit more emotional, but also perhaps more emotionally available, right? I know that sounds like it's kind of counterintuitive, but if you think about it, what's keeping them pushing forward in that 9 of Wands? It's probably the love that they're tapping into, their feelings for you. They're recognizing the depth of them. And so they become more emotionally available for the connection and more willing to endure challenge and hardship. All right. And here we go with the Strength card. Their hopes, their dreams, desires. There you are, Queen of Cups and the Strength card. So are you seeing how that works? 10 of Wands. It's a heavy burden. King of Cups, I'm emotionally invested, so I want to get beyond it. I want to push forward, push through it, because my Queen of Cups is so worth it. I don't want her going to nobody else, and we can overcome together. Our love is strong enough to persevere and overcome the obstacles. So that's the storyline here. And last but not least, my biggest curiosity is the card of curiosity, Page of Swords. There's the 3 of Cups. All right, so some kind of message of truth, clarity, insight here about this 3 of Cups. I'm going to keep going. Emperor. Yes. And the 8 of Pentacles. So whatever that 3 of Cups is for you, because got a lot of people watching for Aries, and this is good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I do feel that it is the divine masculine who sort of leads the charge on the clarity, basically saying, without saying directly, basically insinuating is a good word. We can work this out. We can work this out, right? So if you've got meddlesome friends, or if there's something that it makes it difficult for the two of you to come together and feel, just each other's good vibes, this divine masculine will say something that lets you know that they think, we'll work it out. Don't worry about it. That's all in the details. We'll work it out. Right? That means they are invested in putting their head down, making the relationship a priority, and doing what it takes to bring the two of you together without all the ish. Nice. So astrologically for you, Aries, we have Virgo, we have Scorpio, Pluto, which is Scorpio, more Scorpio in the King of Cups. We have Leo, we have Cancerian energy in the Queen of Cups. We have Aries in the Emperor. And the Page of Swords is all three air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that is what I have for you, my beautiful Aries. Okay, moving right along. Oh my, this is going to run long, guys. But I wanted to bring you something. I didn't want to, didn't want to jerk around with extendeds and all that. I just wanted to come in and be with you and offer something for everyone. So I hope you're happy to see me. Come in the comments. Let me know what you think. Give me a like. When you click like, more people are going to see the reading. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Might not have understood the fact that I've been away for a few weeks. But yeah, please do join us. It's free. Like and subscribe. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Wow. It's really nice for you here, Taurus. I'm just going to right off the bat tell you we have Libra, we have Sagittarius twice, we have the world, which is Capricorn and Aquarius, okay? So right off the bat, I feel this person's current feelings, justice. They're focused on sort of a level playing field. It could be that they're feeling either that things are nice and balanced or that they're not, that there's something a little bit out of balance. I'm not sure yet till I get to some clarifiers. The foundation here, why they're feeling this justice energy of, and it's not just about balance. It is about, right, there's your truth, there's their truth, there's the truth. And that's sort of what justice comes in with, is, the justice themselves evaluates what's happening and draws a conclusion based on facts and evidence. I mean, it's literally like that. So I feel like the foundation here, Knight of Wands, is that this person wants to move ahead, is feeling very inspired. This is Sagittarian energy. It's, it's passion forward. It kind of acts in the moment. And I feel that this person may be aware that they've been a little in and out, or a little bit hot and cold, or not really having a plan in place, so that sometimes things don't feel very sustainable. And that might be where there's been an imbalance. So that might be why this person is saying, okay, mea culpa, my bad, because it's also a card of accountability. And taking responsibility, perhaps, for the in and out of it. That's what's coming through because of this card, the external influences, right? The Five of Swords. There's been a little bit of zero-sum game energies here. There's either this person has often felt defeated, or they've turned the tables on you, and it's because there's something from the outside that's been a factor influencing their feelings overall. right? So this goes very perfectly with justice, because the Five of Swords, the take-home message is it ain't fair, right? Someone's taking all the swords and running away and leaving everybody else bleeding out on the beach. That is not a fair fight. So I do feel there's been something here. Could just be that there have been some issues of trust of intentions from one side or another or both that this person is seeking to take accountability for and rectify, because what they really desire more than anything is a new beginning, right? They want to close a difficult cycle. They want to make it right. I feel that's what the Justice card is about. They know this part of their own nature that can often show itself, reveal itself for good, but often the downside is it's a little impulsive. Okay, so with the World card, lesson learned, got it, closing out the difficult cycle to have the new beginning, and the potential is just go with the flow here, Taurus. Temperance is telling you, ride the wave, because eventually all the energies will come into flow, and wait for it, balance. That's your story. All right, so I'll double check on Justice. Oh, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like this person is learning something new here. And any message that they would give you would be something tangible. It's real. Page of Pentacles is like right here, right now, this is where I'm at. There's no real magic to it. I like the Page of Pentacles landing on Justice because it says this person is taking on a beginner's mind outlook. Like, I got something to learn here because I almost blew it. Let's see, Knight of Wands. Yep, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on it. Okay, Eight of Pentacles, absolutely. Making the relationship a priority, coming up with creative solutions to problems, being invested and working at these parts of themselves, quite frankly, that are falling out of favor with you. So now this Five of Swords has me most curious. Empress. Wow. Yeah, this person is very aware that there's been something that has been patently unfair to you. And they're seeking to make a change around that, to kind of learn from their mistakes, to take accountability for them. Again, with the Knight of Wands, I'm feeling it's a on and off, right? Coming at you hot one moment and then maybe, they forget you till 2 weeks later or something like that, where you're questioning their intentions. You don't trust their intentions. You're getting the short end of the stick. So obviously the world, what they really desire here is a cause for celebration, a coming back together for something more joyful. I'm seeing that Three of Cups in a very positive way, landing on the World card. It just has a good energy to it. And again, right, the Three of Cups. Cups is months, timing-wise. 3 months or the third month. We're in March, the third month. So it feels pretty present, pretty relevant to the present time. And Temperance is the potential future for this connection. Yes, there's change. Didn't I say this person knows they have some things to change? With Death card, not an ending of something, but maybe an ending of a letting go of, a letting die off of like a quirk, a personality quirk, a tendency. I'm really putting it all back to this Knight of Wands. There might be good intentions in this person's energy field around you, but if they're approaching it wrong because they don't have a plan, they haven't learned, which they're doing, how to, create and maintain balance in the connection, so you're not questioning their intentions. So the Death card represents, growth, change, and transformation. So they're going to be patient with themselves as they're in this learning phase, and they're going to hope you're going to be patient with them as well. But what comes back to you in the new beginning is a changed person for the better. Okay? Astrologically, we have Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius and Capricorn, more Sagittarius. We have Scorpio. We have Taurus and Libra in the Empress. And we have all the earth signs, Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So definitely your reading. And remember, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If you need to reverse the energies, that's always fine. It is a reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. All right, my loves, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini. How do they feel about you? Here we go. Ooh, Gemini. Wow, that's so weird. You saw me shuffle. I shuffled as much as anybody else would. Page of Swords comes back. Their current feelings. I feel like they're curious, of course. Their immediate feeling is maybe they're, checking up on you, looking at your social media, trying to glean something from you, trying to get some information, some insight, some clarity. The foundation of their feelings is because, Gemini, we've got the Five of Cups. So that's why I say it. I feel like something's gone a little sideways here. This person may actually have some regrets. Something in the connection may not be in flow right now. And so there's some sorrow here. There's some grief, sadness, either because they have their regrets of the mistakes that they've made, or they're feeling just kind of like, I don't know where we go from here. That's why their feelings are more curiosity. They're trying to kind of turn it around to see if they can get any hints from you, because the external influences, this card comes back in the same darn position. Kind of random, right? There's the external factors. I feel like this person is feeling very defeated. Even if they were the cause, right? This is looking backwards. This might explain why. Even if they're the cause, even if it's their mistakes and they have regrets, they're feeling very defeated in the situation. What they are hoping for, what they desire, is that they can make a passionate return, that they can come in on the high horse, right? This is like Fire Horse. We're in the year of Fire Horse. And sweep you up off your feet and claim the love and the passion. That's sort of maybe even a little bit of a fantasy, if you will. I'm saying that. It's not in the cards. It's what I'm laying onto it, because the potential future is a deeper love. This person has an immense capacity for love. What I think I'm seeing is they haven't really been emotionally mature. This represents emotional maturity. So let's go with that, shall we? Page of Swords. Explain yourself. Yes, Queen of Swords. This is perfect, especially for the air signs, right? Queen of Swords this person knows that you see right through them. And that you're not, BS isn't going to pass muster. You've got a pretty powerful sniff test. Yeah, they're curious. They're waiting to see what you deliver. But they know that you're on a mission for truth. You're on a mission for truth. And perhaps it's because there's been some weird vibes or something that has felt less than fair to you. They're feeling defeated because perhaps you said bye. And now they're kind of in regret, right? Let's look at that. Empress, yeah. They're very sad. They're very sad. They're feeling lost without you. Five of Swords in the external factors. What's influencing all these feelings? Oh, yeah. They had a good thing. They had a good thing, and they know it. And it's like they self-sabotaged. That's part of what's making them feel defeated. That's part of what's got them a little curious as to how you're going to, process things, what you might say, what you might be thinking. I feel this person is sincerely aware that they might have stepped in it. They have regrets. They know that you made them happy, that you were both happy. Feels like they might not have had your best interest at heart in one moment or another, or one event or another, and they're really regretting it. Knight of Wands, what they desire, their hopes, their desires. Ooh, wow. Knight of Wands coming back. Queen of Pentacles. I love it because the Queen of Pentacles can be a feminine archetype of a life partner. So once they pass your sniff test, smell test, right, of truth, and maybe even sincerity, they're going to come back quick, fast, in a hurry. This is like the dream, that when they come back to you, what your response will be is, I'm in. We're good. I'm in. I'm ready. King of Cups, potential, future. Five of Swords again. Let me pull again. Page of Swords again. And the Lovers. Yeah. So this person, their hope is that whatever insight they gain from you, okay, that they can actually return a message of clarity about this Five of Swords that makes sense to you and that brings the two of you back together, maybe even at a higher level. Okay, the Lover's card is a card of choice, choosing each other. It's a soul bond. It's sacred. So I feel this person's feelings are deepening, and the potential for the two of you is that they get serious about their feelings for you. They don't F around and you know what. They don't. They invest in clearing up any misunderstandings, making sure that any little bit of information that they give you helps explain something, make it clear, give you insight so that you choose them because they're choosing you. So that is the message here for you. Astrologically, Page of Swords is out twice. That's all the air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Swords, Libra, Empress, Taurus, and Libra. The Sun is Leo. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. The King of Cups is Scorpio. And the Lovers is Gemini. Yeah, I like it. I love this energy for you. Even though we know you're the Empress, keep your Queen of Swords ready to deploy at any moment. Because, you know, that's your BS meter energy. I think you're going to get a whole lot of truth from this person. And whatever this is about for you, I believe it will make their heart grow more fond. The love deepen, become more mature, more sustainable. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer. Let me shuffle a little bit longer. I get the Five of Swords again in that same space. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Wow. Oh boy. Freaking Five of Swords again. Oh my God. Okay. We're seeing a theme. If you've just popped in with the timestamp, every sign has gotten this Five of Swords. So we're just going to let it be what it wants to be. All right, the current feelings. Wow, they are ready to commit. Hierophant. It's about a theme around commitment, and the foundation of this feeling is the Eight of Swords. They've kind of been sort of overthinking everything, feeling very stuck, guessing themselves. Should I or shouldn't I? Is this the right time? Is this, you know, this is what is leading to a decision that they themselves have to make. Maybe about taking the connection up a level is very possible, because in the external influences, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles can be a big offer. It can be a new beginning. It can be an up leveling. It can be a freaking engagement. Not joking. So if you're out there and you're like, oh my God, this is really speaking to me. Yeah. So the external influence is what's weighing upon them, what's factoring into these feelings is this the right time for this new beginning, for this up-leveling, for this big offer? And then it says what they desire or expect. We've got the Five of Swords. I feel it's coming through reversed. You know that, you know, some tarot readers read reversals, others don't. I'm in the group that doesn't. But this is one of those spreads where it makes it a little harder on me to know for sure. But I kind of feel like what they desire is no more games. Like they don't want to play games anymore. I feel like they've been overthinking this for a while now. They've been, you know, can I have nice things? Well, yeah, if I commit and if I, you know, honor that commitment, if I keep the promises that I make, if, you know, that there won't be any fallout, that there won't be any, you know, zero-sum game playing, that you'll trust their intentions more if they come in with some kind of big gesture, offer, like, hey, let's take it to the next level. Then maybe there's less doubt about their intentions. And the potential here is the Seven of Cups. So can that be a little bit of emotional overwhelm? Maybe some confusion? Sure. Because this could represent a big change, right? This could be coming right out of the blue for you here. So I'm feeling like from their current feelings and them not being 100% sure yet, they're in that thought process. You know, they might overthink it. They might have to process all the potential options, and that might throw you off a peg. So expect a little confusion. expect potentially the two of you making decisions by processing all the different options about the future of this connection, where we go from here. I see good things. So now let me clarify. Hierophant. Lovers, yeah. This person is definitely making that choice, choosing this connection, up-leveling, as I see it, to something more committed. The Eight of Swords is to be expected because it's a serious topic. It might be a big change. Six of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So what might have them, what they might be overthinking right now, or where they might be stuck, is Six of Pentacles. Yes, it's about reciprocity, equal give and take, but it's about generosity, right? With everything. Do I have enough time to give my person? Am I ready to put this kind of effort into this kind of commitment? Do I have the energy for it? It's a big change. What do I like to say? Time, energy, effort, resources. Oh, that's big. If this person's thinking of proposing, or thinking of marriage, or thinking of the two of you bringing your lives together as one, right? Are they ready for that financially? Are they feeling it in their spirit? Do they have the love to give? So that's what they're moving through in their mind. Ace of Pentacles, the external influences. High Priestess. Yeah, it's their intuition, right? This would represent a whole new beginning and up-leveling, like I said. Maybe, some kind of commitment that's binding of some sort. Four of Pentacles, yeah. So let me pull another card on that. Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Feel like what they desire is almost like that it will help with regard to your guardedness. If you've been guarded lately, Cancer, if you've not really been clear about this person's intentions, if there have been some setbacks and some self-sabotage by this person, or something between the two of you that has left you feeling like you might not be able to trust their intentions, and that makes you more guarded, they want an end to that painful cycle, and they're really worried about it. They're losing sleep over it, right? They don't want it to be over. They want you to feel the weight, slippy cards, right, of their choice. And they're going fully on intuition that this is the right time, that you are who they want. That doesn't seem to be the problem, but they're contemplating something big, and they know that we have to put an end to a painful chapter here, and they're definitely showing some worry, anxiety, nervous energy around it. Seven of Cups, the potential. Oh, okay. Nine of Cups, Temperance, Page of Pentacles. I do feel like this is something that's going to find its way into the proper groove. This is about a lot of processing on an emotional level, lots of options for this person, your uncertainty here, but the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, right? The hope is that we kind of move through it all and we come out on the other side feeling really good, feeling like, this is how it's supposed to be. Temperance is that energy of balance and healing and, going with the flow, not pushing an agenda, allowing this to work itself through one step at a time. Because this is kind of a new situation, I think. This person's very serious. I hope you'll take that away. But it's sort of like a one step at a time process. And unless or until they clue you in to what it is they're thinking about and that they're mulling over, that they're preparing to choose, to be more committed, to up level, to propose whatever, that has to work itself through. And so the best future will involve the two of you sort of taking it as it comes, one step at a time. Don't get lost in the weeds. All right? So it looks good. It looks good, but we're not quite there yet, right? This person still has things to work out. That 8 of Swords, that 9 of Swords, that 7 of Cups is all energy that feels like they are taking it with the gravitas it deserves. Because what they're contemplating, what they're making a decision about is big. Okay? So your astrological influences here: Taurus, Gemini, Cancer in the High Priestess, Sagittarius, and all the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So that is your reading, Cancer. Take it or leave it. If it resonates, great. If some parts do and other parts don't, as long as you're about 70-75% good with it, then it's probably your reading. Okay. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Leo. What is coming through for Leo? Whew. A little more shuffle. Ready? Now it's the Page of Swords. Okay. Oh, okay, Leo. Showing up in your own reading. Oh, okay. Well, we've got, again, this person's current feelings. They've got a need to know. There's, like I said, Page of Swords can be something that they have to say, some clarity, the messenger part, but also the Page of Swords does their due diligence before anything comes out the mouth. They're smart enough to know better. So they may be looking at, like I said, they may be kind of scoping things out with you. They may not know how you feel about them, so there's some curiosity here. The foundation of the feelings, 4 of Pentacles, I don't feel that they have let go of you. I think they've been holding on to you, that they value you. And they've been a little stubborn about it, right? Pulling everything in. This is telling me that this person, I'm looking at the cards, so I kind of know what's coming. They're not ready to let go. And the outside influences here, I'm almost feeling like they want to reach out. They want to reach out. They want to talk, but they're not really sure yet. They're trying to do some recon to find out how you feel. What their desired outcome is that you're happy together, that, that there's a positive, successful outcome. And then the potential future with the Devil, I know that kind of seems like it's coming out of left field, but the Devil can talk to us about, in reverse especially, like overcoming our own limitations. getting beyond something that once controlled us, or where there might have been some negative karma. In reverse, the devil is like, we don't have to play by society's rules anymore. We're not limited to that. So there's kind of a relief and a release that might have stemmed from some negative karma or some self-limiting beliefs. You know, the devil can be an energy that feels punishing. So I feel the future, what the future holds, is relief from that sense of we're being punished for some reason. I really feel this person hasn't let go of you, and I really feel that they want to reach out, they want to contact you if you're in no contact. If you have been in contact and things have been a little strained, they want to get things back on track. So let's see this Page of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Kind of like her coming back. I feel like this person sees you as, right, like life partner material. They know you're very grounded, you're very together, that you kind of have all your ducks in a row. And so they're not really sure how you feel about them. And they have a lot of respect for you. If you're coming through as a Queen of Pentacles, that would indicate to me that they do value you. They see your worth and value, and they know you know your worth and value. Four of Pentacles, that you're a serious person. Four of Pentacles, yeah, they do not want to let go. They haven't let go. I think they have a lot of, astral, during sleep, astral travel kind of energy here toward you, that they really almost feel your energy constantly, and they're holding onto it so tight. Maybe some worry, anxiety about how this will go. Eight of Wands. Oh, they definitely want to reach out. Some kind of reconciliation and a coming back together, perhaps. That might be the goal. That might be what they're contemplating. The Sun. Oh. All right, yeah. They want to kind of turn things around here. I feel like if there's been some conflict, tension, maybe something or someone that came between you, this is them maybe in that Seven of Wands pushing back on it. That's something that needs to be resolved, something that needs to be reconciled. Whatever the Five of Wands is, they're hoping that, because the Sun is happiness, sure, but it's also a success card. I feel like this person really wants to pull this off. They really want to kind of show you that they will take a stand, that they want to resolve whatever energies came between you before. That's going to be, right, divine time, sure, but also a turn of fate for the better. Good luck coming in. I like it. And then the Devil, potential future. Oh, Hanged Man, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. Beautiful. It is kind of what I gave you, though I feel that the Hanged Man is sort of like, if the two of you can rebuild trust and reconcile through your communication, whatever is needed to be reconciled, whatever this Five of Wands was about, it will be different for each one of you. there's an energy of surrender here, right? We're not going to respond to the old triggers. We're not going to worry about what others think. We're not going to be put into a box and told to color in the lines. See what I'm saying? I feel that this devil energy has kind of hovered over this connection, Leo, and I'm feeling that there's sort of a surrendering to the other side, because this Knight of Cups comes in with all that love, like heart on a silver platter, and the Six of Cups. And now the past life soulmates are together again. They have surrendered, right? Whatever tricky energy or negative karma existed at one time, we don't have to play by that anymore. It's no longer a factor, because the time is right for them, Wheel of Fortune, to take a stand against it and come through that experience successfully. So I do feel this person is holding on to you energetically. They do have some worries and, anxieties about how you might respond, but their intention is to communicate to the point where you can reconcile whatever chaos, conflict, tension, whatever that's about, can be resolved. And you can finally surrender to the true love that you hold for each other. So I like it. I like it. It definitely demonstrates to me that there's some history here. Obviously, there's lots of history here. And this person is ready to move beyond that history. So astrologically, Page of Swords, again, is all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Capricorn in the Queen of Pentacles. We have Capricorn in the Devil. We have Leo in the Sun card. We have, this is Jupiter, Wheel of Fortune, but that rules Sagittarius. We have Pisces, this is Neptune, Pisces in the Hanged Man, and Pisces in the Knight of Cups. So beautiful energies to work with. We have a lot of energy in Pisces. So yeah, it doesn't look easy, but it looks positive. And I love when I see someone take a stand and say, yeah, I'm not giving up on this. I'm holding on to you because I value you and I want a future with you, and we have to banish whatever negative karma existed once upon a time, because we can certainly be happy together. There you go. Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what comes through for you, Virgo. How do they feel about you? Ready? Oh, thank God. Nice. Oh, lovely, lovely, Virgo. Yes. So, Virgo, their current feelings toward you. And of course, remember, this is good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It can be reversed if you feel the need. Take it as it resonates. All right. They're feeling like, yeah, I can pull this off. I can manifest this. All right. Whatever it is they're manifesting, the feelings there are, I know what I want, I have what I need, and I just kind of have to fine-tune, hone my capabilities. Foundation. What's behind the feelings? They're trying to manifest a conversation. They're trying to manifest communication with you. And the external influence is here, the external factor influencing. I feel like you're the keeper of their heart. You're the one that they've given their heart to. There's a lot of love that they feel for you. They also might be aware in an external way that you've been a caring, loyal person. That's just your nature. They might not have known that earlier. So I like seeing the Queen of Cups as an external factor because it's their awareness of your compassion, of your innate goodness, of a heart that loves so deeply, that often at their own expense. Virgo, you know what I mean? Okay? What they are desiring or expecting, Ace of Swords, a big reveal. I feel like they're manifesting a conversation where they are going to come out and say, I love you. You are the one for me. You have been the keeper of my heart all this time. It's you. You're the one. Big reveal. And the potential future. Yeah. The reconciliation, the making peace. If there have been any kind of bumps, I'm going to say bumps, but we could have tower energies that are behind the scenes here. But the Six of Wands is a triumphant homecoming, a return. And it's, very exhilarating, and it's where we kind of meet in the middle, and we compromise, or we negotiate, or we say this is now what we agree on, and we're going to take it from here. So I really like the Six of Wands as what the future holds, because it means that whatever came before this, because I'm kind of coming into it at the point where this person is manifesting the energy to communicate some very important truth, something that has come to light, and it's going to be a big one. And I like the Six of Wands because it suggests that, all right, if there's been trouble in paradise before, where do we agree? And can we then move forward from here and let all the other stuff, leave it in the rearview mirror? Yep. Magician. Yeah, they're trying to manifest a new beginning. Maybe, a big offer as they come in with some kind of communication of some big truth. The truth is, I want you. You're the one. Let's do it. Let's do it now. Eight of Wands, Six of Swords. Definitely. Whatever they communicate, the desired effect, the foundation of these feelings is, I want us to get beyond the turbulence, to get to the other side, to get to something calmer, to whatever they are going to say to you. It is their intention that it brings you some peace of mind. Yes, because you deserve it. Queen of Cups. Temperance. I feel that there's been the benefit of time here. I think things have kind of been just like a steady line. Like there's not been lots of peaks and valleys lately. So things are kind of now humming along. They're balanced. Doesn't mean that you're aware of this, but this person, the external factors are, we've kind of let it be what it was going to be. Time has passed. Energies are steady. Okay, they're balanced. So it's, no sudden movements, not operating from any intensity. There's a certain level of calm that I feel this person is feeling themselves, and they're bringing it into how they feel about you as the person who has their heart. So there's patience in temperance. You've been patient, they've been patient. Whether you know it or not, some kind of energy has been, right? bringing everything between you into balance after all this time for some of you. Ace of Swords. They are desire. Look at all these frickin' aces. Yeah, they are going to tell you you're the one, Virgo or cross-watcher. You're the one. I don't know how I didn't see it before. You've got my heart. You're the love of my life. You're my soulmate. We've waited for this. We've been patient. You've been patient. I am now ready to manifest this new beginning. And it brings everything to a beautiful reconciliation. Yeah. So this is perfect because it comes in with an apology or a message of sincerity, right? Something straight from the heart. Very simple, but I feel that whatever is said past the point of, let me tell you, you're the one, past the point of that big reveal is a sensitive expression of their love for you, their care for you, that they adore you. It feels sweet, and I feel it's going to be very well received. It certainly puts the two of you on the path to a comfortable reconciliation that was worth the wait. All right, Virgo, so we've got the Magician is Mercury, so that's Virgo and Gemini. We have Cancerian energy in the Queen of Cups. Temperance is Sagittarius, and the Page of Cups is all the water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Beautiful. Something really lovely coming in for Virgo. And maybe even a little surprising. All right, my loves. Woo, now. Halfway through. Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How do they feel about you, Libra? Wow. All right, well, Queen of Cups, again with the love, love for you, seeing you as the one that has their heart. Your current feelings are very loving, very tender. The foundation is that they've been waiting for some kind of turn of fate, some divine timing to enter in. I like the Wheel of Fortune because it suggests that the foundation of their feelings is that it has taken time, that they have grown to love you deeply over time. The external influences, yeah, they admire you. They look up to you. They kind of see you as the ungettable get. The Nine of Pentacles, that they love your independence. They love your autonomy. They love that you're your own person. They love that you value yourself. And as a result, they value you too. So if they're saying that, she's the single one in the tarot, time to get you off the market because you have the key to their heart. Okay, what they might be desiring or expecting here is they might have a little fantasy in mind, right? I'm not going to call it illusion, but I feel that they've been kind of dreaming of all the possibilities. And sure, in the Seven Cups of Crazy, as I call it, there are some less desirable things, like, we've got a head, no torso. We have a snake. There are some tricks up the sleeves in the Seven of Cups that we don't see coming. But I feel like this person sort of fantasizes, has a fantasy of what this, and I don't mean that in a negative sense. It's like, when they dream about you, when they think about you, it's an idealized vision of what could be. And the potential future here, Seven of Wands. So yeah, can the Seven of Wands be resistance and defensiveness? Sure, but I feel like the future, this person is going to kind of take a stand. They're going to say, no, I'm very clear on what I want, and nobody's going to take me off of this. This is like, asserting themselves. This could be somebody who's been in the background a little bit, Libra, who maybe hasn't really been very demonstrative with their feelings. And I feel the future, from their current feelings and everything else that I'm reading, the insight into what this is about is that they've kind of held it in their mind's eye for a while, and now they're going to prepare because the timing seems right to make it real. So Queen of Cups. Yeah. This person is definitely ready for a beautiful, healthy, generous exchange, the reciprocity, the give and take of it all. They know that you are very generous and loving and compassionate, so that's what's sort of driving their feelings about you, is they want to give back what they have received from you, or know what you're capable of giving and want to match it. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Judgment. The time is now. The time is right for second chances, for maybe forgiveness if that's warranted. Okay. Some redemption, some reward. Judgment bringing you back together. So I am seeing reunion. The time for reunion is now. Like it's meant to be. It's meant to be. External, yes. Wow. I feel like this person thinks they owe you an apology. So I am feeling forgiveness might be necessary, but that this person may feel that enough time has passed that they at least want to express their feelings to you that are sincere. But I am feeling some kind of apology, and because they're, the desired, what they expect from the relationship is coming from their, dream-like state of what could be. That's what I mean by fantasy. Ooh, Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Sun. So there's been a wound that needs to be healed. Four of Pentacles. It's the second time it's coming through for me because of the Seven of Wands, as like, I got to hold on to what I value. I'm not ready to let this go, because it's part of, what they've been dreaming about is holding on past this hurt, this pain, which is what they're going to apologize for, which is why they feel the time is right for this reconciliation and second chances. And they really, really want a successful outcome because they believe the two of you can be happy together. And I don't think they are prepared to take no for an answer when we see the Seven of Wands. Yeah, surrendering to it, right? Hanged Man, King of Wands, knowing what they want. Absolutely. We've got the come here. Oh my gosh. Come here. We have Hanged Man. I do feel this is surrender. They're taking a stand. I feel they've given it plenty of thought. They've evaluated the situation for long enough. They know what they want. King of Wands. I'm going to claim it. I'm going to assert myself. And the King of Swords is like, it's all part of the plan. There's a strategy here, if you will. King of Swords with good intentions, honorable, honest, wanting to sort of take your feelings, needs, wants, and wishes into consideration, do what's best for both of you, but like with good intentions. So I'm feeling like this person is sort of rising up after some kind of period where maybe they weren't as reciprocal, maybe they weren't as generous before. Something obviously pulled you apart. There's the apology coming in. A fantasy of kind of patching up the hurt feelings, the broken heart, or the heavy-heartedness, coming through all of that successfully and surrendering to what it is they desire, which is you. Nice, Libra. So you have the Queen of Cups as Cancerian energy. You have Sagittarius in the Wheel of Fortune, Scorpio in the Judgment card. You've got some, oh Lord, help me, Virgo in the Nine of Pentacles. All the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in the Page of Cups. Leo in the Sun. Pisces in the Hanged Man. Leo in the King of Wands, and Aquarius in the King of Swords. Yeah, I like seeing the King energy there, right at the end, right? The future of what you can expect. This isn't someone who's going to be a little bit of a baby about anything. They've got a very mature approach. So I like that too for you. Obviously, you know, they may want forgiveness. It's up to you to extend it. And it's nice to know, though, that despite what you may decide, it's nice to know that somebody has come to some realizations and has some very authentic and sincere feelings. That's always nice. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Scorpio. Ooh, how do they feel about you, Scorp? Yeah. Let's see what we get for Scorpio. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're hurt. They're confused. Ooh, my. Lord. Okay, well, they want to get beyond all of that. Okay, so how do they feel about you here? I feel like they're heartbroken. And the foundation of that is they're confused. There may be mixed messages. I've got a King and Queen of Swords here. You're a good mental match. They know you're smarter than they are. That's really the truth. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of them. So the external factor here is that you're a tough nut to crack. You know, your BS meter is high. You're a heat-seeking missile for truth and honesty. You're a fact finder, and so what they're hoping and what their desire is that they can sort of convince you, all the swords are communication, convince you of their good intentions, that they're honorable, that they're being honest with you about how they feel, and that the potential future for the two of you is to move beyond any turbulence, whatever it is that's caused this heartache. Now, you could have been hurt too, so I'm not saying that you're not hurting. I'm saying that the feelings that they've got right now are around a theme of heartache and pain and wounds, and they're super confused and sort of in over their head a little bit, trying to process all these confusing thoughts and feelings and emotions. But I do think that their hope is that whatever they do end up communicating to you, that you will see it has been well thought through. with honor, with integrity, with honesty, you know, being a person of their word, and that it helps the two of you move beyond some turbulence to calmer waters. Do you see how this Queen of Pentacles, well, no, because if you just clicked to the Scorpio point, you wouldn't know that. She keeps coming out in this first card position as a clarifier. She has like 3 or 4 times now. You're the real deal. You're the real deal. Queen of Pentacles, feminine archetype of a life partner, someone who's mature, responsible, has their shit together, right? Like, I feel this person is feeling heartache because they likely see you as a life partner. And so it makes it, I mean, this could be a marriage even, where there could be some kind of heartache that you both have to work through and rebuild trust and get beyond. So let's see that 7 of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is kind of learning how to fly the plane while building it in midair. Okay? That's kind of how they feel. They're a little out of their depth here, which is adding to the heart heaviness. Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. Wow. The external influences here. This is something that needs to be cleared up, right? Clean up on aisle 5. I definitely feel like I'm walking in here, Scorpio, at a moment when there's been something that was very hurtful, and it may have hurt you, and there may be trust issues now, or there's a need for some clarity. And this person, their intention, I believe, is to kind of come in and clear up any misunderstandings, to make sure you understand them, but more importantly, that you get a vote, right? You have something to say, you have questions to ask. I feel they're approaching that with honor, maybe even a little humility. King of Swords and King of Cups. Wow. All right, so yeah, the desired effect here is that you trust that they are emotionally available for you, that they are emotionally mature enough for you, that the love runs deep. Okay, and you've heard me say this is Scorpio right here. So if you're here as a cross watcher, ding, 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 right? But the King of Cups often struggles to express feelings, and that can leave people with hurt feelings. When somebody can't simply say, I love you, because it's just not part of their general makeup, yeah, it can be very hurtful. I feel like this person is intending that how they come in to make sure they clear the air with you, that they give you the time and attention to ask your questions, to, be a little guarded even, right? The Queen of Swords, not emotional. Check that at the door. She comes in level-headed, clear as crystal clear, right? And sharp as a tack. So they know you're going to be looking for any little thing that doesn't resonate to go, that's it. So I think their intention is to show you their honor, their integrity, their love, their maturity, the depth of their feelings, even though those still waters can be a little bit, right? There's the still waters on the other side. They run deep. And that is what I feel about this person's feelings for you, that they are there. That's the truth. And we've got the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. So I guess what I see as the future here is moving to calmer waters, meaning getting the peace of mind from whatever this person offers by way of explanation or by way of clearing up what has happened between you, so that you can continue on the journey. The Eight of Cups is coming through more as leaving behind what doesn't serve, getting beyond the turbulence to something calmer, some peace of mind, and leaving the drama behind you, because there's a life and a future ahead of you. This is you, me, together forever, the end. 10 of Pentacles, life partnership. The life you can build together once you get beyond what has gone down and leave the drama in the past. The only thing I'm feeling about the 9 of Pentacles, right, is on some level in unconscious awareness, you may need to wrestle with, do I stay on my own? Do I stay, like, you know, is this about getting married? Is it about a marriage? Am I better suited to be independent and autonomous? So that coming through from the bottom of the deck leaves me to feel that that's going to be your mountain to climb. Okay? That everything may feel really good after you've worked through issues, after you've heard what they have to say, after you've gotten your questions answered, after you're confident in their feelings for you, and that brings a lot of relief and peace, and you can leave the past behind. That's fine. But what I'm feeling here is the difference between going forward as life partners, or you kind of contemplating the future with them, sure, but as your own person. So not yet to the point where you would be thinking of marriage. So that's what I have for you, Scorp. We have Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, Page of Pentacles, all the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Queen of Swords, Libra. Knight of Swords, Gemini. King of Swords, Aquarius. King of Cups, Scorpio, and Virgo in the 9 of Pentacles. That is an interesting reading. I at least hope you get the information that you need to help you make the best decision for you. All right. We're on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Here we go. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How does this person on your mind feel about you? How do they feel about you? Again, this can be reversed. If you're here cross-watching, that's fine. Take it as it resonates for you. Leave what doesn't. Page of Swords is here again. Okay, Sag, so we're opening up with a heavy heart here too, or heartache or heartbreak for this, how this person feels about you. There's definitely either their own pain or their awareness of yours, or maybe it's a combo. The foundation of that is this has gone on for a long time. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience, or it might represent some impatience too, but it's like this has been unfolding very organically, very slowly. The external influences. There might be an issue with communication, because if this is the external influence, it's influencing their feelings because maybe there's been no real, contact. They might want to, but I'm feeling that the reason why this is so prominent as their feelings is that there's been no contact. Yeah, what they're after here, Page of Swords, information. This person may be checking up on you, not in a creepy way, just kind of getting a feel for what you're up to, what you're doing, how you're doing, who you're doing. You get it. And the potential future is unknown. The moon, you know, what we can't see, but lots of apprehensions, lots of unsettled energies here. I'm going to go with, we don't know. It's unknown. It's unknown. I feel I'm talking to those of you who are either the Sag or the cross watcher for a Sag, where there has been no contact for a good period of time. 3 of Swords. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles again. So now that confirms this is long-held pain and heartache. 7 of Pentacles. Show me more. Oh, okay. Taking a lot of time to heal. So this person definitely has a heavy heart and maybe a broken heart, and it's kind of been for a long time, and working through and being patient with regard to healing that heartache. And yeah, you know, all the fears and anxieties and apprehensions about communication. They're very worried. Maybe it's hard for them to access their intuition right now. You know, you don't know what's on the other side when the moon comes in the picture. So how would you respond to a call if they reached out to you, if they sent you an email, or if they, you know, tried some light social media communication even? Like, the fear of the unknown is playing a big role here because a lot of time has passed. Page of Swords. Their hopes or desires. Yeah, their hopes or desires is that they get some info, they learn something, they get some insight that, you know, will sort of allow them to offload this heavy burden, something that's been really weighing on them, that's been very difficult, and that they're ready to kind of offload. So I feel like they're hoping. I'm going to pull another card right from the top. Page of Swords. Okay, so that spirit saying, ding, 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 you had it right. Yeah, they're looking for some information, insight, something that sort of helps them pull the release valve for all the pressure that's weighing on them right now. Yeah, and there from the bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. So you're kind of coming through as single and detached from them, your own independent, autonomous person. So they definitely are wanting to know where they might stand with you so they can get some relief. But, oh, the moon, Queen of Cups. Wow. So, Ace of Swords, what's the truth? Do you love them? Are you really their soulmate and partner? There's kind of this unknown energy with the moon, maybe some unexpressed emotions, because we have the 8 of Wands with the moon. Could be unexpressed emotions, the not knowing of how someone feels because they haven't said, you haven't said, they haven't said, you haven't had to talk. But right, once we kind of modulate our own emotions and kind of operate more from intuition instead of lower vibrations, is what I'm trying to say, then I feel that there could be an awakening of some sort, an enlightenment of some sort, an epiphany even, that you love each other, that you want to be together, that the feelings are still there, that you still care. So that's the potential. It remains unknown, but it's not for a lack of there being information. It's just that you haven't really communicated. So I think this person is hoping for some kind of insight. That's weird because I turned my phone on silent. Oh, Lord, I updated the computer and now everything is crazy. I don't know how to operate it. I turned it to silent and it still rang through. Oh, well. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Sag. Here's your astrology. We have the moon twice. That's Pisces. We have the Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. We have the Page of Swords twice. That's all the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have the Virgo energy of the Nine of Pentacles. I feel you really love each other. I feel you don't know it. You don't know they love you, and they don't know that you love them. Because a lot of time has passed, and you've both been allowing your healing process to take its own natural organic course. So there could be some communication in the future. Who knows, right? All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to take a sip because I'm dehydrated now. Woo. Capricorn, how do they feel about you, Cap? What's going on? Yes. Jeez. Wow. Yeah. I feel like this person truly adores you. Their feelings for you, as I grab this card, are sort of pure. That's the word I would use. Pure. Not tainted by anything. Just kind of simple, unaffected, no affect to, no real false energy, just pure, simple care, adoration, love. And the foundation for that is how you communicate. That there's been probably, whoever this is reflecting on, remembering your communication, the conversations, the long talks, okay? The external influence here that is kind of influencing the feelings is the love they feel is a lot deeper, okay? It's grown deep is how it seems. On the surface, this is all they kind of cop to, right? It's sweet and sincere and pure, based on time spent in, talking, getting to know each other, or over time, the communication is pretty healthy. But I'm feeling like outside of the connection proper, this person probably tells other people that they're close to, that they're in love with you. Full stop. Page of Wands. Again, I like these two pages. We have love and passion. So their desire and expectation is like, let's enjoy this. Let's, things don't have to be so intense. Let's just explore and enjoy. The laser focus on soul's delight, the energy, the optimism, the positivity. So you could be getting a message from this person if you haven't already, because that's kind of the hopes, desires that they have, but it's about the relationship. So I feel like it's got energy to it, youthful, vibrant energy to it, that is enjoyable. There's beautiful energy here. And then the potential future is, ta-dum, the Ace of Swords. I'm feeling it's a reveal. I feel it's like, Spirit's way of giving you the insight that you lacked about the depth of this person's feelings. Because people can go through life thinking that this is all they have to give. I'm going to show my feelings are pure. I'm going to keep it simple. It's not like this person may not be given to grand gestures. It might be very subtle and understated. But what comes out, the potential future here, is you got someone who's like, I love you enough that you could wreck me. That's what I think we've got going here. Okay. Page of Cups. Now we got the King of Pentacles in this position. This is devotion. I feel like this person really cares for you, really, at the very least, they show you how much they like you, love you, care about you, adore you by showing up, by being someone you can count on, that you can depend upon. Yeah, it's good energy. Again, masculine archetype of a life partner. So let's see the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. Yeah, there's been an investment of time in this connection. Maybe you haven't always been together. Maybe there's been periods where you've kind of, been in separation, but not for painful reasons. I'm feeling this has been like a long distance connection for some of you, or something that has been evolving very slowly, very methodically, that this person takes their time and gets invested in what they learn about you, how you communicate with them, etc. So this is a long-term planner, whoever this is. They look out with the end in mind, and then they go all in. King of Cups. Yeah, they go all in. Ten of Cups, King of Cups. This is, right? This is what they haven't yet shared, that I feel will be the reveal, is they see a happily ever after with you. The love runs that deep. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, give me something else. Devil and Five of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So what they desire is something that is positive, uplifting, light-hearted, focused more on the passion, your desire, but it kind of feels like it's in its infancy. In the page energy of this Page of Wands, it's not fully evolved yet. Page of Swords, this is when I said this person has kind of like, they take their time, they want to get to know over time how you operate in a connection. They've been, right, that's the little detective of the tarot, Page of Swords, gathering up information. So they're wanting information, but they're not wanting a lot of heaviness or oppression, because we have the Devil here and the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like this person might have concerns and be very wary of rejection or abandonment. So that makes sense to me that we've got all this page energy, 3 pages. The page we don't have is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, because the Page of Pentacles, then we want to pay attention to what's not here. Would take things one step at a time. Yeah. Would be building towards something, but sort of in a real world way, experiential. I feel like this is something this person's trying to sort out, and what their expectations are is that they will find out of whether or not this could be a healthy connection, whether there's any negative karma associated with it. I feel this person might tend to be a little controlling. Things moving this slow makes sense, right? A little controlling, overly concerned with themes around rejection, abandonment, or sort of being ghosted and left for naught. So the potential future for this connection, the direction or evolution, yeah. What they get out of everything is, I'm in. There's investment, there's give and take, there's reciprocity. They're kind of letting you know, I'm ready for something more. I'm ready to be invested in this connection. We have the Tower. I don't feel that that's a problem tower. Right. It's like they understand the magnitude. This is a big shake-up energy where something, it's like all the lights go on at the same time. It is really getting their attention, that they are invested, that they are choosing this connection, that it's a sacred connection. They don't have to concern themselves with rejection or abandonment or being ghosted or anything. It's evolved over time. They've had time to explore the depth of their love and their feelings. I'm not seeing the Tower in a negative light here. I'm seeing it as, I'm seeing both these cards as awakening. The Tower, when it comes in as awakening, it can come in as awakening, like maybe by an ultimatum, right? If it's like your energy around it is, you got to give as well as take. I need an equal partner, and I need to know that you choose me, completely, that you accept me unconditionally, that you choose me. And there might be a little like wake-up call energy to this Tower, like that they, sort of see all the lights. Like I said, all the light bulb goes on, and they get super clear, like, oh, this is the real thing. This is it. This is what's happening now. And because we know that this love is very real for them, but I don't think they've communicated that. They've taken the long, slow road to getting there, even though they've been quite authentic with you and genuine and supportive of you and there for you, that they are marriage material. But I feel like this whatever this little energy is that they're curious about, there's optimism, but it's still a concern. And I feel like you may say something like, well, look, I can't promise you that there won't be tough times. I can't promise you that I'm going to be a perfect person. That's ridiculous. They don't exist. But you have to give. You can't hold back because you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. That is what I mean by it gets their attention. Okay? Boom. Yes. All right, Capricorn, your astrology influences: Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. King of Pentacles is Taurus. Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. King of Cups is Scorpio. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have all the signs here, basically. Capricorn and the Devil. Tower is Mars, which rules Aries, and Gemini. Yeah, this is intense because I feel like this has been one of those connections that might might not be clear whether we're just friends or more than friends. you know? And this person gets the wake-up call because it's like you can't live in fear of rejection. You can't be that controlling. You've got to be 100% invested in this or it's never going to work. And that's what gets their attention. Got it? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. Aqua. Yeah, this is a 2-hour read. I'm giving you thorough reading here, guys. Giving you the big kahuna. Okay, so we got one card popped out. 8 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands. All right, Aquarius. Current feelings. I think they need more back and forth idea, exchange of thoughts and ideas, and they're needing more communication. I don't feel they're 100% sure about how they feel. They're kind of guarded. So I'm not getting a current feeling about you, but a guardedness is the foundation of this 8 of Wands, which is like, well, I got to talk to them first. I got to talk to Aquarius, or if you're here, as a cross watcher, right? Because the external influences here are a new beginning. Yeah. And what they desire is like, let's show some passion let's take a stand for what we want and assert ourselves. And I feel the potential future here is an offloading of a lot of heavy burden. Definitely feeling lighter, feeling relief, having a big release, etc. But it's interesting to me that this is what they desire. This is the desired outcome for them, is that that there's some kind of demonstration of emotion, of passion, of, no, I know what I want and I'm not going to settle for anything less. And then it's like, wow, what a relief. So whether it's them exhibiting that kind of confidence and assertive energy, or whether it's being demonstrated by you, I feel like that's what they're hoping for, because it will come as a great relief to both of you, offloading some very heavy energy. 8 of Wands. Do you guys see this now? If you just jumped in and went straight to the Aquarius, what you missed is this Queen of Pentacles and the King have come out in this first position a whole crap ton of times. So it's a message to the collective that this is about life partnership. This is about the maturity, the being ready to take on a long-term relationship, being secure in your life and mature and ready and organized and responsible and all that stuff. So I feel like this person kind of feels like you could be a life partner. They are seeing you in that light, but they definitely need to have some exchange with you here, some kind of communication about that. See the 4 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. All right. So I'm feeling the 4 of Pentacles. I felt at first that it was some guarded energy. And the Knight of Wands could be because there's been some in and out. Maybe they've been in and out, or the relationship's been on and off, or maybe, that Knight of Wands is feeling like the impulse is there to make a passionate return, but they're still a little guarded. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. 2 of Swords. Yeah. This person is at a crossroads. They're making a decision, an important decision about this relationship, and possibly a new beginning for the 2 of you. 7 of Wands, we get the 8 of Swords. So, okay, a little shift here. This is what they desire or expect, their hopes, etc. Is that whenever this reaction is, like if the two of you kind of finally get assertive and take a stand for what you want with each other, from each other, in relationship, that it will kind of set them free. I feel that Eight of Swords is their overthinking, a lot of mental processing that kind of keeps them stuck. I think there have probably been some false starts in this connection, or some impulsiveness between you that didn't last, or something didn't stay. This person definitely has some doubts. And so they're looking for this certainty of, no, I'm going to put those thoughts to bed. I'm not going to let it creep in. There's definitely a feeling of almost a little defiance in this Seven of Wands, in a good way. Let me see the Ten of Wands, please. King of Pentacles. Hanged Man, love it. There's the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person might have some concerns, or might have had a lot of insecurities. Might have had. I'm saying because in the future, I feel like they kind of surrender to everything, and this Five of Pentacles feels more like it's reversed. Like they don't let their insecurities hold them back. They kind of surrender to that energy of, once they hear how you feel, once some conversation takes place between you, King and Queen of Pentacles, right? A couple in 3D right here, right now. Understanding and taking on something that's a little bit more serious, instead of so flighty or on off, in out, right? There's a real big relief here for this person, because they're like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to up level. The time is right. I've made my decision. I'm taking a stand. And my person has kind of come back and assert their desire and their love and their certainty as well. It takes them kind of out of the prison of their own making, and I feel like they have an easier time kind of surrendering to all that is to come. And the Five of Pentacles feels more reversed, like less insecurity, more of a solid foundation there. All right. So that's what I see, Aqua. We've got Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. King of Pentacles is Taurus. Hanged Man is Neptune, which rules Pisces. This feels like two people who know each other for either very well or for a long time. And there's probably been some concern on this person's part, because they've probably had some abandonment stuff in the past, or rejection, whatever. So they've been a little bit guarded. But I feel there's this energy that they're hoping for, where you are not at all uncertain, that you're like, oh yeah, no, I know what I want. That you're kind of defiant about it, so that they can then assert themselves and have all the weight of the world come off their shoulders. That's how it feels to me. This is definitely a thinking person and a realist. Last but not least, Pisces. How does the person on your mind feel about you? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Great for cross watchers too. All right, you wanted to jump? Jump. We have the Fool. I feel like this person might be ready to take a leap of faith. Page of Swords. That page has come out so often. Seven of Pentacles. Judgment. Hanged Man. All right, yeah, I do feel ready to take a leap. Seeing this as a turn of the page. Ready to kind of jump in. Page of Swords, the foundation is they may be in receipt of some information. Often the Page of Swords is looking for information, but in this case I feel there's been some confirmation, there's been some insight, there's something that they were looking for or looking to hear or to learn, to understand, to get clarity around. The external influences here, again, this is something that's been unfolding over time quite organically. It has required a great deal of patience. And their hope, what's the desired effect here, is reunion and the second chances that come with that. Reconciliation of sorts, if that's fits your particular situation, but definitely I'm feeling reunion energies. And just a wonderful moment to kind of surrender to the experience. Like, we made it through is kind of how it feels. I wasn't sure, but now I know. And it's, unfolded very naturally and organically. And now's our time. And they're like ready to kind of surrender to the moment and take that leap. So let's see the Fool. Yeah. You're the past life soulmates. This is it. There's a lot of comfort here, a lot of warmth, a lot of nostalgia. I feel like, this is the incarnation that they're ready to take the chance, to take the risk. Page of Swords. High Priestess. Yeah. There's something here that I feel they haven't known, that hasn't been spoken, but they know it now. They know it now. Or there's something that they're preparing to tell you or even ask you, and they kind of are keeping it secret, because if you know that this is the foundation of these feelings, it's a lot to come to somebody and say, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. We belong together. You were put on this planet specifically for me and I for you. And I'm ready to, Thelma and Louise this thing. So I kind of feel a little bit like I've got two energies around that Page of Swords and High Priestess. So not a lot of talking about it, but just a lot of sparks of insight and awareness and realizations and a truth and something they're preparing to communicate. Seven of Pentacles, external influence. It's been unfolding for a long time. Yeah, I feel like there's slowly been the building of a foundation between you. I think for the two of you, I see this as a friends first, that you were friends before you became more than that. And that, over time you've gotten to that point where, there's been, like, you're on the same page, you see things the same way, you are discovering that you want the same things, that there's been a lot of patience as you've been building the foundation. Judgment. Hopes, desires. We have the Moon. Ten of Swords. Nine of Wands. Yeah. So not only a return, a reunion, but there's like some kind of emotional trigger, I'm going to say, a trigger here, that this person is hoping the two of you can sort of put to bed, right? Close out a painful cycle, a cycle where there's been heightened emotion, sensitivity, apprehension. Yeah, just I'm feeling triggered energy that really cost both of you a lot of time, which is why things have been taking so long. And now they want to kind of put that to bed. They have not given up. This is perseverance that you can overcome and, reunite and reconcile so that you can close it out. Close out a painful cycle, something that's been very triggering. I do feel they're ready to take a chance regardless. And let's see the Hanged Man. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Death. This is, definitely the surrender, right? Like there are no guarantees. But I feel like, again, this Five of Pentacles is, if you've been rejected by them, if they've been rejected by you, I have to say it that way because I've got a lot of people here. So take it as it resonates for you. There's been this Nine of Pentacles energy is independent, autonomous, single person, and I'm feeling that it's responsible for the concern. Five of Pentacles of, someone who's really kind of going their own way, doing their own thing, and therefore someone else feels rejected by that, or some measure of abandonment. Well, I feel like this person has evaluated it. They're kind of surrendering because there's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of change. And so we've got some kind of transformation that's unfolding. I love to see that because of this. There are things you can't see, right? That's part of the moon. It's what you can't see. And so I feel this person is kind of going on some faith here, taking the chance, surrendering, not trying not to allow past insecurities to get to them. And that represents a change. There is an end here. There is something closing out, but I feel, I'm going to put it this way, I feel some kind of painful cycle closing out, and the Death card representing the next wave, the next chapter being something that's new and that has hope. I always like to point out there's a sun on the horizon, which gives us hope for a better day. And I definitely feel if there's been any kind of rejection or abandonment or breakup or ghosting or whatever, that what the future holds is that you're just going to surrender to it because, that was then, this is now, is kind of how it's coming through. But I definitely feel like this person is ready to kind of go all in and take a chance, and hope that you can reconcile and get beyond a painful chapter. They haven't given up. They're persevering. They know this has been taking place over a long period of time, but that would suggest that solid foundations have been built. Okay? So I hope you're feeling that in a positive way. This connection is not without its past issues, but I feel like there's a turning point here. I'm not getting those cards, but this is a smaller read. So I'm feeling there's something that's turning for both of you, and it's time to take the leap and surrender to what will be. All right? Your astrology is, the Fool is the planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius. So we have Aquarius, we have all the air signs, Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. High Priestess is Cancer. We have Scorpio in the Judgment card because that's Pluto. We have Pisces in the Moon. We have Pisces in the Hanged Man because it's Neptune. We have some Virgo in the Nine of Pentacles and more Scorpio in the Death card. That's what I got, guys. Good to see you. Come in the comments, say hello, like, share, subscribe, join if you want to get all the extendeds. From this point forward, I'm uploading them in the YouTube join membership, okay, $14.99. You can still get one-off readings through Moments. That's not going away, but I've just moved the All Access Pass to the YouTube platform. It's a little bit better for me in terms of, it's easier for me to manage, and I can do it at a better price point because Moments is expensive. Got it? Okay. That's what I have. Bye. I'll see you soon.